What's going on, people? Once again, it's Chris Buzz, coming to you from COV. And I had to ask myself a question about Kwame Brown. Was he tripping with what he was saying? For those of y'all who don't know, you can look at Kwame Brown Bus Life on YouTube and see for yourself. But me personally, I think he got some interesting things to say. And he's really sparking a adult conversation in Black America. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, he's talking about putting trading and coding back in schools. Really as simple as that. And a little joking on some people, but who that hasn't joked on somebody? Somebody joke on you, you want to joke on them. But the bottom line is, I think people really need to look past the jokes and look into what that man's message is. Because it seems to me that it's not a reckoning, but it's a conversation going on in Black America, especially about young Black men killing each other. I think enough is enough. I think people have had enough of that. They had enough of us killing each other for nothing. That prison mentality. I guess people just had enough of it. And I guess you can't change adults. If they're the way they are, they're going to be that way. If you want to be that way, you're going to be that way. So I guess it really does start with the kids. And, I was checking them out. I had to laugh. I had to trip, but it's hard to label him. In this world, people like labels. They like to label you and label you different things. So I believe it's hard for them to label Kwame Brown a coon, a Tom, or whatever you want to call him, because he ain't dealt with none of that. And ain't no white man above him right now. So he can speak his mind and speak freely, and I think it's having an effect on Black America, where at least we having a conversation about it, and that's what you got to have. You got to have a conversation about things. You can't just sit there and take things for face value. And we got to ask ourselves, why are our males reading at a fourth grade level? That is a legitimate question to ask. It may not have to deal with that where I'm from, because it's a smaller town. The community pretty much cares about our children. So it's a little better educational system down where I'm from. But a lot of places, it's not like that. So I thank God for the Covenant Public Schools. All my kids are coming through Covenant Public School. So education is definitely important. But I do wish, looking back at my own, I wish I would have went to JRTC. It was JRTC when I was in school. I wish I would have learned a trade or two. Hell, I used to cut hair. It may not have been no good. But hell, I used to say my last name Barber, so I'm going to be a barber. But anyway, I think the message that Kwame Brown is sending to the youth is a good message, and I think people need to really get behind him, because Kwame Brown, he's speaking at a level where people can understand it, and it's just plain as speak. Not everybody talks all proper. People do cuss a little bit, so ain't nothing wrong with that. And we supposed to be hard anyway. Why we can't take some hard talk? I don't get that one. I'm still trying to figure that one out. But definitely check out Kwame Brown Bus Life and see what that brother's talking about. I can't tell you. I just want you to look for yourself. You can look at all of it up. I watch mostly all of them, and it's damn sure some educational shit in there for you. On a local note, it's about giving these kids things to do. This is a small town, but still, it ain't much to do. So earlier this summer, they had a little issue to where, kids was running around having water gun fights, jumping out and shooting. And I guess some people had an issue with that, but it was just a water gun fights like you and I remember when we was kids. It's just that now somebody tried to make a big deal out of it, enough to where they tried to get the police involved. And, if you don't have activities for these kids to do, then they're going to play around in these streets. whether it's big streets or little streets. These kids gonna play around in these streets. So I say encourage more activities for the kids to do. Like when I was younger, they had Dadney dances, they had the little church thing, they had little Olivers for kids. You know, it was a lot more activities for kids to do. But I don't see nothing wrong with kids having little water fights with water guns. It's better than them being out here trying to shoot each other with real guns, in my opinion. You know, people want to be tough, but when you take a life, you take a life. And that ain't something many people want to do. I know I don't want to take nobody's life. You know, I want to spread love and show love. And that's what I think we need to do. We need to show more love. Show love to your brother. Don't hate on your brother. Don't hate because who he's banging, what he got, this, that, and the other. Because really, in this grand scheme of things, it don't matter. It's who you are. What counts in this world. And taking care of yours. A lot of us learn how to be fathers on the fly. We didn't have a daddy coming up. So I like to say a lot of the men I grew up with are dads. They inspired me to be a good dad. Not from watching, you know, other people, watching some of my friends go be young dads and have to learn how to do it on the fly. So I shouts out to all the real dads out there that's taking care of theirs and don't care what nobody got to say because you doing what you got to do. But I really do think that y'all need to check out this message from Kwame Brown and see what this brother's talking about. You know, I was in DC at that time for at least for a game. Me and my cousin and my friend, we went up there. We went to go see Mike. you know what I'm saying? We knew about Kwame Brown. You know, we all basketball heads, but you know, this version of Kwame Brown that's showing the world. You know, I think he got a good message for the kids. You know, and like he said, he had this message the whole time. They just didn't want to hear it. And that's probably what they do, silence you. You know, but more people are speaking out, and it's a conversation. Adults, men, got to learn how to have adult conversations instead of always erupting to violence. Violence is not the answer. And if we keep killing each other, then it damn sure ain't gonna be nothing left for nobody to keep on to or hold on to. And most of us is dying for nothing. You know, it even happens in my small town where somebody get their brains blown out. And people gotta clean up and police and yellow tape. It happens even here. But we want to give the kids an alternative to that. You need to get up, get out, and get something. You know what I'm saying? But get it in the right way. You know, trust me, that wrong way ain't where you want to go. You know, for real, for real. And I think it's a cycle of people that are making a lot of money off the plight of the Black community. So I'm encouraged. What a time to be alive to see Black folk trying to come together in some aspects. We still got a long way to go. But I think that before we can ask the white man to heal us or white man to understand, we have to heal ourselves. And I think it starts with each one teach one. Not that mumbo jumbo that you read. You know, it's easy to come out there and say Black Lives Matter, but it really is hard to really do the work and show people and show the young people that Black lives really do matter. All lives matter too. You don't want to kill nobody. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Ain't say nothing about death. Death is a part of life. It's supposed to be natural. We should all be doing like the New Orleans brothers and sisters be doing and dancing into the afterlife. Shit, if you ask me, because when I go, y'all better be partying. Y'all better be kicking it. Kick it. Because that's what they used to do. That's what they used to do. Teeny Teen and Don and all the old posse, they used to kick it. And I like to kick it too. I just can't kick it as much. Oof, I'm old. But, you know, It's a message to the kids. Y'all don't have to be gangsters. And y'all don't have to kill each other. Especially over no sneakers. Well, I'm going to get ready to sign on off of here. Just thought I'd throw another live out to the world. I will holler back.